I kind of begrudgingly respect just the dedication to not getting better at what you do for a living. Just coast through life.
It probably shouldn't even happen.
If you got it, you got to flaunt it, Acid.
You know what? I got a lot of stuff that I don't want to flaunt, so I just keep it to myself.
Jeremy is really big into the used mattresses. I think that's an excellent deal.
He has a used mattress store on the side. And we found out that Anthony's friends are all 13-year-old boys. Nice.
Whoever wins gets Acid's ball soap. Clay, how you doing?
Doing a little more poorly after that terrible introduction. I was just fine, to be honest with you.
Hello, Sci Fi Gangsters. This is the show where we talk about science fiction, comic books, and video games, but really it's just an excuse for me to catch up with my friends, old and new. I'm Anthony, and our media scholar and person who's ready to talk about hot dudes. Right? Just isolate that. Isolate that part. That is our topic for today, is the hottest dudes in science fiction. Who came up with that topic for today? It was me. It was me who came up with that topic for today. But we have an excellent panel of guests here today to talk about that topic. Obviously, Jeremy is unable to be here today. That's why we have two special guests. We have Kaylee and we have Mychal. We'll go ahead and start off with you, Kaylee. Kaylee, how you doing?
I'm doing okay.
Now, Kaylee, where are you broadcasting from right now?
Tallahassee, Florida.
Tallahassee, Florida. Excellent.
Okay.
And Mychal, how you doing?
I am doing wonderful because hot boys always puts me in a great mood. So
I'm loving the hair, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's morphing into a wild time. So
I'm digging the color.
Yeah, it's like currently just fading. It was like purple, now it's like purple, blue, everything in between. So
I like it.
Is that one of those things where you have to continually dye it over time, or are you just going to let it do what it does?
I mean, I've been basically debating whether or not I just want to shave my head, so we'll see what happens. Like, I think I'm gonna dye it, but once I'm done with it, I'll probably just cut it all off. So
nice. Yeah, Kaylee's got my daughter's dream hair going on.
Yeah,
she wants the pink all the way down.
That's a good color.
Yeah, that's what
I've
she
had
wants.
pink before. Yeah, Kaylee, are you gonna stick with the blue, or are you gonna maybe change it up?
Well, I bleached it almost a year ago now, so I've been going through like every color, just in a wild, like rainbow. I'm loving blue so far because, like we were just talking about, sometimes you do have to re-dye it, but the blue sticks in your hair so well. It's really hard to get rid of blue. So I'm loving that so far. I did do the pink, which I thought looked really good, but went away quickly. So blue so far is getting my highest review.
Okay. If I have to go back to my junior high days and frost my tips just so I
want to see that, by the way.
Blend in with you. Oh, there's pictures.
Stay tuned, everyone, for next week's episode.
Frosted tip.
Frost tip Anthony. Right. Stallions bringing back the old look.
Yeah, bringing back the stallion. All right, so Mychal, where are you broadcasting from? California. Where in California?
I am in the southern part, San Diego specifically, and thank God we are not hitting that hot weather as badly as other parts of the West Coast. So, as we were discussing with that like 100+ degree weather. So, I mean, well, Kaylee, you said Tallahassee. I know, Anthony, you're like in Alabama. How's the weather in the South? Because I don't miss the humidity at all.
I mean, it's like it is always. It's hot and it's humid. Right?
It's really nice in the morning. Like when you get up and you're heading to work or you go out for a walk or whatever, like it's real nice and cool and crisp. And then 10 o'clock hits and it's just absolutely like you just drip with sweat. Yeah, mosquitoes. It's bad.
And in Florida, it's just never good.
Yeah, it's never good.
All right, excellent. Well, today's topic is the hottest dudes in science fiction. Once again, what we're about here is talking about hot dudes. Jeremy's going to give us a hard time for this. He really is.
Yeah, he is.
But it's totally fine. Don't forget, you can listen to us on Spotify if you rather listen to us in podcast form. You can also watch us on YouTube, like, subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff, right? Huh? All right, so if you're familiar with the show, you know that the first thing we do is we catch up first, right? Then we get to our topic. So I'll go ahead and begin. So what's new with me recently? I've been reading a lot of comics on Comixology lately because I'm preparing for my From Comics to the Screen class in the fall. So I've been reading a lot of comics to see, I took Lindsay. We had Lindsay on last week, and she talked about some comics. So she recommended a comic called Saga. I don't know if you're very familiar with this comic, but I was like, I'll check it out, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's about a relationship, like a couple. They have a kid. There's a lot of like mythic qualities. There's different alien species with different powers. There's this weird robot race that have televisions for heads, but they have sex with each other. I don't know why. But just it's a really weird comic, but it's kind of interesting. So far I've read a couple of issues, I guess you could say, and I'm really enjoying it so far. And I definitely recommend Saga. I've also read Sweet Tooth, which was really good as a comic.
You mentioned that, yeah. You mentioned that last week. Is it still good?
It's still good. I haven't seen the show yet, but the comic is really, really good. I definitely recommend Sweet Tooth. All right, so that's me. I've been reading some comics. Asa, we'll go ahead and get to you. What's new?
I put up sound panels. I'm so excited. Like, I'm surrounded by black and green foam now. As most of the viewers know, all both of them know that I stream on Twitch. And this year we got wood floors from carpet. And that just took out every single, muffled sounds are now gone. So when I started streaming again, it was just absolutely echoey and terrible. And it's not a big room, but you could still tell. So this week, actually for Father's Day, my kids got me 12 foam sound panels, which were not nearly enough. So I went and bought 50 more and put the rest of them on the wall, and I still need about another 50 to do because I want to do half the room. And when you go from the ceiling down to, not even down to the floor, because I'm wanting it to about desk level, you need like 200 foam squares. And the ones I want are about 2 inches thick. They're black. I've got black and green 1 inch thick foam panels on the front wall, which is nice. But yeah, so hopefully I don't sound as echoey this week, which is kind of nice. I officially have a teenager this week. My daughter turned 13 on Tuesday, which is also big news. I'm officially an old man with a teenager. So yay me, I guess. I don't know. But other than that, big news. That's it. No more bus news. I didn't get promoted again. I was kind of hoping, I got promoted twice in the last month, so I was kind of excited. I was like, let's get promoted again. Why not? And I haven't done anything in like 6 weeks, so it's been kind of nice. But yeah, so we're just waiting for school to start and see what's going on. So yeah.
All right, fantastic. Well, Acid's upgrading his studio. Excellent. Sounds good. All right, Michael, we'll go ahead and go to you. What's new with you?
Nothing much. Just been binging. As Anthony knows, because you follow me on social media, got braces. So now I look even younger, apparently, than I already did. Like, the past, month, people have thought I'm in high school without the braces. So now I'm just like, I'll forever be, 13, I guess. So, I'm feeling... Yep. Your daughter and I can just talk about the new whole...
She has braces, too. Yeah, she's got braces right now, so, yeah.
Yeah, so, that's been the biggest thing is my mouth slightly hurts. But... hopefully all this pain will be worth it eventually, is what my orthodontist...
She says it goes away. She's had them for about 6 months now, so...
Okay, good. I got them on, literally this Monday, so...
Oh, yeah. She says all the pain goes away after about a month, so...
Oh, good.
So after that, you won't even know that you've got them on. Because, when she first got them on, the inside of her cheeks, when you're talking and chewing or whatever, that those braces just go up and down on your skin. But yeah, she says all that goes away. So.
Yeah, that's the current phase I'm in. Is I feel like my lips are constantly just hitting them. I'm just what is happening? But my mouth just needs to get used to the nonsense that I decided to put into it.
So, there's a light. You can see the light at the end of the tunnel, so you're not far off.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, that's like pretty much the biggest thing is I've been procrastinating on grad school stuff as we all do during the summer. And yeah, just trying to enjoy this beautiful California atmosphere, I guess, now that California is officially like opened up again. So yeah, just trying to enjoy my summer before grad school starts back up. But Anthony, I definitely want to see your syllabus for that class because that sounds dope. So
I'm working on it, but I definitely can send it to you. I'm having a blast making it. Right?
Yes.
I'm having a blast reading all the comics and everything. I definitely will send that your way. All right. Well, Mychal, your glasses look great. Your hair looks great. Braces look great. Everything's great.
Yeah, my braces match my hair. They asked me for a color, nice. And I picked purple. So I was like,
every so often when you go back to get them tightened or whatever, you can choose a different color. My daughter gets different colors every time she goes.
That's what I told them. I was like, I'm just gonna keep changing with my hair. So if I change my hair, it'll just go to a different color. So
do it.
That's where we're at.
Sounds good. All right, Kaylee, what's new with you?
What is new with me? Wait, I want to know what were you going to say that you were binging?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. What am I binging? I'm currently at a friend's house, so that's why I'm in a like different space than usual, which is my parents' house. So I mean, I'm just moving from house to house. God, what have we been watching? I had them watch the first season of Ted Lasso, which that new season comes out at the end of this month, which if you haven't seen it, wholesome show about sports and hot boys. So
Anthony's
pretty
favorite
much
kind of
yeah. I think it's like funny that like Anthony suggested this because I'm like, of course a hot boy would talk about hot boys. Like there we are. Yeah.
I didn't show you. I didn't show you Anthony's new Ken doll. I didn't show you the Anthony Ken doll. I've got it on my phone. I'll have to send that to you.
Yeah, I mean the frosted tip picture might change my mind, but as of right now,
any high school picture will change your mind, definitely. All right, Kaylee, did we just see like 2 cats go by, Kaylee?
Oh, she's really demanding.
Okay,
so
the same cat.
Walking around. Yes, it's the same cat. This is Kazooie, named for Banjo and Kazooie.
Banjo-Kazooie. Nice.
What an amazing name.
Let's see. What's the question? Oh, what's new with me? Well, since the last time I talked to Anthony, a lot is new with me. I won't go through all of that, I guess. What I'm currently watching. Let's see. I'm watching The Expanse. Has anyone seen The Expanse?
Yes.
I've seen the first season, but I haven't been keeping up with it.
Whoa, you quit after the first season? The first season is so good.
It just keeps getting better.
Anthony's like, okay.
Sure. No, there's just too many shows. The first season, when I watched the first season, it was like when it first came out. So, and then like I just kind of lost track of it. So.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I'm watching The Expanse. I'm also watching Fruits Basket, if anyone likes anime. Beyond that, what's new with me? Anthony, I sort of alluded to this when we first talked, but I've become like engulfed in K-pop. It's like the only thing I think about.
K-pop?
Yep.
How do you hit
awful.
the end button on the stream here? Let's see.
It's terrible. You think that you're immune to it, but you're not. And it really sucks you in.
I will say this about K-pop. So every time I go to like a conference and I go to the fandom studies, it's like, oh, look, another panel about K-pop. But it's very, very popular in fandom studies.
It's well, it should be because there's a lot of weird fan stuff that goes on in relation to K-pop, which has been kind of interesting for me as also somebody who works, in media studies. Kind of interesting for me to experience from, as an academic, but also as an actual, like as a fan, which, we've talked about that. But so that's honestly, aside from the things that I'm watching, that's generally what I'm thinking about. But
what's your main band you listen to, Kaylee?
Well, I have a few.
I know a little bit about K-pop. I did go see Girls' Generation live in high school. So I know a little bit.
Okay, Girls' Generation is good. My main group is 17. but I like several. I even like BTS. I'm all over the map. So.
Oh man, those BTS meals at McDonald's, which is basically just chicken nuggets, but
it's just chicken nuggets.
It's the sauce. It's the sauce that matters, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like the sauces are sweet chili and Cajun, and I don't see what either of those has to do.
At least that McDonald's collab went better than the what was the other one? Oh, what was his name? What was the guy's
name? Travis Scott?
The Travis Scott meal. Oh gosh, the videos on the Travis Scott meal were just like, that made me feel so bad for those McDonald's employees. Like, so bad. At least this one went over a lot better than that one did.
More prepared, probably.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, that's it for me.
All right, sounds great. Now that we're all caught up, we can start dishing on some hot sci-fi dudes, right? Jeremy's going to give us such a hard time for this. He's like, I go away for one episode, and you're talking about hot or not. But
yeah, I saw that text, yeah.
But we'll go ahead and begin with my number one. And of course, my number one is going to be like this weird psychoanalysis mixture between my role model and like someone I think is genuinely hot. Right?
Wait. I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Is this your number one in terms of the first you're going to talk about, or your number one?
Yes.
Number one?
For some reason, Anthony has switched it up. I don't know why in his brain this happened, but we go 3-3-3-2-2-2-1-1-1, and so this is number 3 for Anthony.
Okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter, but you apparently.
Okay, so this actually is number 3, right? And that is Captain JeanLuc Picard of the Starship Enterprise.
Okay. All right.
Okay. I knew you were gonna pick him, so that's why I did not pick him. But like, same, Anthony. I get you.
Because he and I always say this way every time I talk about JeanLuc Picard, he is what I thought when I was a kid, what I thought a man should be when they become an adult. Like, he was my role model. Everything about him, his characteristics as a leader, not just in terms of like him bossing people around, but he was always like getting advice from everybody. Like, he would do like a quorum first, and then he would decide what was the best option, right? He was an excellent diplomat. He rarely fought. Like, they try to push him to make him fight more in the later seasons, but that wasn't his forte. He was all about diplomacy, about outsmarting your opponent, right? About peace, promoting peace. So definitely JeanLuc Picard. I'm talking about 90s prime.
Sure.
JeanLuc Picard.
Like with abs. Is that what you're talking about?
I actually have the picture that I got him signed.
Oh, I've seen that picture.
You've seen that picture?
I've seen that picture, yeah.
He's holding, and he's got his guns out.
Yep,
right
he does.
I
like that picture. That's a good one.
I'm looking at it right now. He's got a little boo-boo on his head. But yeah, so...
Can you grab it? Can you grab it for us?
I don't want to bring it. I don't want to pull it down.
Oh, okay. All right.
I want to pull it down. Oh, you can see it in the shot.
Is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is, right there. Okay, it's right there on the corner.
Yeah, I can't move my hand to make. Okay, anyways,
it's right
there.
All
right, so there you go. JeanLuc Picard is my number 3, right? Okay. All right, so Asa, we'll go ahead and go to you. Let's start off with the heterosexual men talking about.
Let's talk about this. So, like I said before, I stream, and what I did with this is I picked one, which will be my number 1, so that'll be later. I picked one. I let my wife pick one, and I let my stream community pick one. So I'm going to start with the stream community since they're number 3 in my life, because my wife, is more important than my stream community, of course. And they picked, lo and behold, Malcolm Reynolds, a.k.a. Nathan Fillion from Firefly. I have never seen Firefly. I kind of need to get on that bandwagon. Everybody keeps telling me I need to watch it. But they raved and hollered about Nathan Fillion, and they just wanted to throw that out there for everybody. So I looked up some old Malcolm Reynolds pictures from Firefly, and I'm not gonna mind. It's got a little baby face. That's okay, a little baby face Nathan Fillion, but there's nothing wrong with that. I can see the appeal. I don't know if the females here can see the appeal in a Malcolm or a Nathan Fillion at all. I watched a lot of Castle when he was in Castle. I enjoyed it. And he was, of course, he was a little older then. But yeah, so yeah, Nathan Fillion. There you go. That's number 3.
Excellent. Basically Han Solo.
Basically, right?
In Firefly, right? Very good. All right, so let's go ahead and go to Mychal. What's your number 3?
Okay, so I wasn't sure if when you said hottest dudes, you meant like specifically characters or like actors in sci-fi. So I have kind of an answer for both. And my number 3 is Will Smith. Just in general, I mean, all the sci-fi movies like I, Robot, Independence Day.
Sure.
I mean, mainly if I had to choose a character, Men in Black, so his Agent K, I think, or J.
J, yeah.
Yeah, is like just a chef's kiss, like top Will Smith in sci-fi. I also asked friends, like since I'm staying at their house, like I asked everyone this morning, I was like, who are some hot guys in sci-fi? So Will Smith was definitely one of the top tier, so he had to go in top 3 because he's just in so much sci-fi and he's great and hot. So
I will not disagree with that answer.
Yeah, did you mention Independence Day?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Independence Day, I mean, there's iRobot, which he sells that movie. What else is there? I mean, he's in so much. Even like Gemini Man or whatever, when he's like battling his younger self, it's like, it's just 2 hot guys doing hot things. Like, that movie's crap, but like, I mean, it is what it is. Like,
what a terrible movie, but daggum, that was great to watch.
Yeah. Watching like watching hot older Will Smith with hot younger Will Smith, like, I mean, they knew what they were giving the people. So
okay, Fresh Prince Will Smith or now Will Smith?
Oh man,
which one's hotter?
I think younger Will Smith has the face, but I think older Will Smith has the bod. Just
because he's had the expertise of working out for God knows how long.
I know. Yeah. I watched a video of him running up some tower or like some bridge in like Paris or something, and I was like, this man's living his best life, and I appreciate it.
He's even in the That's Hot meme from the YouTube Rewind of, was it 2020 or whenever it was?
Oh, that's amazing. I don't think I've seen that meme, so Acid, send it to me.
I'll send you that meme. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, okay, Kaylee, you had an answer, it seemed like, so please.
All right. Well,
I was just going to say older versus younger Will Smith. I think that not only does he have the bod now, he also has like the kind of established, like mature vibe. It's really working for me. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay.
Good. I like it. Now, Kaylee, what's your number 3?
Okay, well, Lindsay last week had honorary mentions, which I know because I watched.
Will somebody watch the show, Anthony? My gosh.
You got a view?
We have a viewer. Amazing.
So I have some honorary mentions that I wanted to say really quickly before I have my number 3. Okay.
Go for it.
Firstly, actually, this is a bigger question. What are we going to count? Oh, there's another cat here. This is Morgana, named for the Arthurian person. Okay. What is sci-fi, right? So we know what it is, but what are we counting for this list? Because I would argue that we could count Marvel films, but does everyone agree?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I literally asked Anthony the same question earlier, and he's like, keep it vague. And I was like, perfect.
Okay, keep it vague. Okay, because I also I was worried about this earlier, right? So I Googled it. And something that came up was Lost, which is my favorite TV show ever, but I wouldn't really say it's sci-fi.
I wouldn't call that sci-fi either. I
would allow it. If you want to talk about some hot dudes on Lost, I would allow it.
It doesn't feel right to me. Right. I love Lost. I have a lot of things to say about it, and there are definitely some hot dudes, but I don't think it's sci-fi.
That's the only one I can remember.
Who?
Sawyer.
Sawyer's that's a hot guy right there.
I think I would define sci-fi because I was thinking about this earlier too, Kaylee, like with my friends. And I feel like anything that involves a future technology or some type of future possibility is like sci-fi to me. So yeah, Marvel I feel like has like future elements to it, like with its technology. So like I would completely consider that in like broad strokes sci-fi. But I mean, genre, as we all know, as media scholars, is stupid and silly and arbitrary. So,
If you say it's sci-fi, it's sci-fi.
Yep. All right. So, what is your number 3, Kaylee?
Well, I didn't tell you my honorary mentions. Okay.
Oh, go
Really
ahead.
quickly. I said I'm watching The Expanse. Alex, sexy. Okay. Kylo Ren, controversial, sexy.
I would agree.
Jeremy Renner in Arrival, which is very specific here, but Jeremy Renner in that film, sexy.
Okay. All right.
June hasn't come out yet, but Timothée Chalamet looks really sexy in the trailers. I have. Okay, I'm not going to say my last one because it's going to come up later. But the other I was going to say, to give a callback to your first person, I would say both Spock and Kirk, but in the 2009 Star Trek.
Really?
Controversial,
Wow.
but I'm going with it.
I'm not going to disagree.
Yeah, so that is pretty controversial. So you're not even going with Leonard Nimoy. You're going with.
I love him like as a person, but you know.
I mean, we can all agree Zachary Quinto's hotter.
Oh, he's hotter, right? Yeah.
Wait, hold on. We're talking about a young Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah.
Versus Zachary Quinto. Yeah. Okay, so
I don't feel like I need to get into a heated debate about who's hotter.
Anthony, fix your daddy issues, and then we'll talk. Okay, like with your JeanLuc Picard, who I also love, so I probably have daddy issues too. So
sounds good.
All right, so my real number 3, right? Okay, I'm ready now. Mulder.
Oh,
and
wow. Okay.
Sci-fi, again, we can argue whether or not this is sci-fi. I argue that it is because aliens are like,
yeah,
you know,
no,
like,
it's sci-fi. No.
Okay, Mulder, sexy, nice, nerdy,
Y'all keep going. I have to check
smart.
the power real quick.
He's just got it all. I can't say enough really about Mulder. So yeah, he's my number 3.
he draws a sexy Bigfoot. There's so much to say about him. Like,
there's so much to say about that alone.
Yeah.
All right, very good. It seems like we got some diverse sources here too. Star Trek, we got X-Files, we got TV show, we got movies, all kinds of good start here. The reason why I said that Marvel counts is because my next 2 are Marvel.
So you need them to count.
I have one too.
All right, so this one actually was the hardest for me. My number 1 is not very hard for me, but this one was actually hard. I want to go with Killmonger. Right, I'm going with Killmonger, and I think the funny thing about it is he almost outshines Boseman in a lot of areas, and just in terms of his physique, right? We could kind of talk about me wanting his body, I guess you could say, or me sexually wanting his body, whatever you want to get, whatever blurred lines you want to get into. Definitely, I would put Killmonger. Michael B. Jordan as my number 2.
Ooh, that's okay. There's a joke that my friends and I have with Michael B. Jordan, because my name is Michael and my middle initial is A. So we joke that I should marry Michael B. Jordan so I can be Michael A. Jordan, and I hate it. And then our kids will be Michael C. Jordan, D, all like wherever we stop.
Very good, excellent. All right, so I went with my number 2. Acid, we're on to your number 2.
Okay, so this was my wife's pick. She has chosen Bruce Willis in Armageddon, which his name was Harry Stamper.
So not Fifth Element, Bruce Willis.
Not Fifth. If I had to guess,
been a
she's
good one.
probably never seen Fifth Element.
Okay.
But she went. I had to double check to make sure Armageddon was a sci-fi film. It is classified under science fiction. But yeah, so she has chosen Bruce Willis. I looked at her with head cocked and went, "Really, Bruce Willis?"
He was like, "Yes."
That was the face. Yes, Bruce Willis. And then I went, "Okay, Die Hard. Yeah, okay, we're good. Yeah, Bruce Willis. Yeah, sexy man, sexy beast, for sure." So, I mean, personally, do I think Bruce Willis is a sexy beast? Sure. If I was swinging in the other direction, would I do him? I don't know. I don't know. He seems a little too furry for me. So, I mean, I know he's a bald man, but he seems like the rest of them would have a lot of hair. So, and I mean, I know I have a lot of hair, but I don't think I would go for the hairy men if I was swinging in the other direction. So that's just my call, you know. I'm sure Anthony might enjoy some hairy men. I don't know, but maybe we'll find out later in the show. So, but anyway, that was her pick, Bruce Willis specifically in Armageddon. So,
all right, very good. Acidtrain and Bruce Willis, very hairy combination. Very hairy combination, right?
Hairy.
Isolate that. Put that at the beginning of the show. All right.
No, maybe not Robin Williams hairy though.
There you go. All right, Mychal, what's your number 2?
Okay, so I guess I'll preface this by saying, like, when we were thinking about hot dudes, me and my friends, we noticed that there weren't that many. It was like mostly white dudes. So like my list is specifically like men of color. So I'm also like very touched, Anthony, that your number 2 is Killmonger, because he's hot. My number 2 is gonna be Oscar Isaac, and I really think Poe is where he excels, just because he has that fun Han quality. But I also think he's really hot in Ex Machina, even though his character is trash. So, Oscar Isaac is gonna be my number 2. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, sounds great. He's been in a bunch of sci-fi movies. He was also in Armageddon. Was it called Armageddon? It's not called Armageddon. What is it called?
Oh,
not Armageddon. The one with
it's on the tip of my tongue.
Oh my goodness, this is terrible.
I'm gonna do a quick IMDb. So let me do that real quick.
Gosh, what is that? I know. I can see
Natalie
that. I
Portman.
can. What?
Natalie Portman.
Yeah.
Because he's barely in it, right?
Oh, Annihilation. Wow.
Annihilation.
Okay. I did not need to look that up. So.
That's it.
All right, there's your number.
I can see the movie cover. Like I can see it in my brain.
There you go. All right, Kayleigh, who's your number 2?
Okay, well, this is just exciting for a number of reasons. So far, you'll know why, but I went with T'Challa for number 2.
Ooh,
that's amazing.
So you and I can fight.
Sure.
And actually, as soon as you said that, I was like, wait, is it really him? Like, well, I don't know. Watching that movie for me was just a delight. You know, it's a delightful movie. But the two of them together really, you know, top of the line. But yeah, super sexy, good character, all around. Yeah, my number 2.
A noble character, right?
Noble, good. Yes.
Noble, very noble.
Very good. All right, so we got through our top 2, not top 2, but our number 3 and our number 2, sexy guys in science fiction.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now we're going to get to my number 1. And this one, all right, so on the spectrum, I tend to be mostly heterosexual, but for this one guy, all right, this is the one where we really need to question some things.
Are you saying that he's on your list?
He's most certainly on my list.
Okay, all right.
Right.
Let's check it.
He's so on your list that I can remember you saying this.
Yeah. You know
years ago. I know exactly
who I'm talking about.
Okay, my power's blinking right now, so if we all of a sudden go gone, I apologize.
There's a storm going on right here.
I can hear it.
Huge storm going on. But yes, so certainly, obviously you could think, he's kind of joking, but I'm kind of not. And this is Thor, Chris Hemsworth, obviously. So
okay, that's fair.
I actually have. I don't think I have.
I've seen that picture.
That's one's over there where we're both holding the same hammer.
Yep. Seen it.
Right.
Did he sign that one too?
He signed the hammer, so you can't see the hammer either. So
did he sign the picture?
He did not sign the picture.
He did not sign the picture.
But there is a picture with me and Chris Hemsworth.
I knew he signed the hammer.
Holding a hammer. Do I follow Chris Hemsworth on Instagram? Yes. Do I enjoy watching his workout videos? Yes. Because I like to work out as well? Sure. But yes, so I would say definitely my number 1 would be Chris Hemsworth, 100%. Right? All right.
That's a good choice because, weirdly enough, lesbians love him, especially as Thor. So you're in good company with lesbians if that's your top choice.
Excellent. Always good. That's always what I'm looking for.
That's always good.
With everything I do. All right, good. All right, so Asa, let's go ahead and get to your number 1.
All right, so this one is my pick. This is my personal pick. Okay. There was a list. I'm not going to go through them, but I was kind of like with you, Mychal, trying to figure out which do I pick the character or do I pick the actor? You know, what do I do here? Because the character is not only great, but the actor, in my opinion, is better. But you kind of mesh the two together, and you can't go wrong because Keanu Reeves is one of the nicest people on the planet. Okay, let's just be honest. Of course, we're going Matrix. But Keanu Reeves is one of my probably my favorite actor of all time. I think I have seen just about everything he's ever been in, even the old stuff, like even like the baby face, super like whoosh hair Keanu Reeves. Oh gosh, it's just so good. The movies were terrible. Some of his movies were terrible, but he was great in all of them. But yeah, so if I was going to pick, kind of like you, Anthony, if I was going to pick the one that was on the list, who I would just like go out and just grab, it would be Keanu Reeves. Absolutely.
It's so funny because if Jeremy was here, he would refuse to do this topic. He would refuse. He would refuse to do this topic.
He would. I am comfortable, okay, in my sexuality, where I can say, you know what, Keanu Reeves, call me. Call me, dude.
My wife would probably say too comfortable with Chris Hemsworth. All right, let's go ahead and move on to Mychal. Who's your number one?
Okay, before I reveal my number one, I'm so glad, Acid, you chose Keanu Reeves because he was my honorable mention. And also, my current background is the beginning of Johnny Mnemonic where it says Internet 2021 because it's the only year I can do that. So I'm so glad.
The sad thing is I hate that he is associated with Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
I really do. As terrible as that, because we talked about this last week, as terrible as this game has been glitch-wise, I look at Keanu and I go, why, man? You had a chance to say no, but you said yes. But you know what? You're a nice guy, so it's okay. I want to continue to play your game.
He didn't know that was going to happen.
He didn't know. He didn't know. You're right.
He came out on E3 just so happy and delighted.
He did.
He's so good.
Oh, that was
like,
amazing.
Hi, everyone. It's me.
He did so well. Go ahead.
Okay, so now I can rest easy that Keanu was not my top 3, but he was close because at least, thank God it was actually your own choice, Acid. So now you have good taste. We're friends forever.
Yes.
My number one is a character because both the people who played him are hot. And my number one is Lando Calrissian because Billy Dee Williams and Donald Glover both do him very well. They're both hot. And his character, I was talking to my friends this morning, when he says to Leia, "You truly belong here with us among the clouds," I melt every time. So he is so smooth, so fine. I would live in Cloud City, I would leave everything. I would give up everything to be in Cloud City with him. So he is my number one. And both actors who play him are hot. So how can you go wrong?
Very good. Excellent. I like it. All right, Kayleigh, who's your number one?
I actually considered everyone that everyone has said, so that's exciting. Okay, so Mychal, going off of yours, there have been a couple of people who have played this person, but I'm talking about a very specific time period. We're talking about original trilogy, Han Solo. Top of the top, I can remember. This is embarrassing. I can remember watching those movies as a little kid with my dad and then telling my dad, I want to marry a man like him one day. He's great. He's hot, right? He's the hottest. He's character-wise, I mean, he's like the bad boy with a heart of gold kind of thing. Oh my God. I love him. I could go on and on. He is so sexy.
So isn't he a little too aggressive in The Empire Strikes Back? Isn't he a little too aggressive? I rewatched this a couple years ago, and I was like, "Ooh, Hans, calm down a little bit."
I do agree with you, and I had that thought the last time I watched it. But I don't know. I guess I kind of cut that out thinking about it in my brain, and attribute it to the time period or whatever, which doesn't excuse it. But to me, maybe explains it a little bit more. But if we don't think about that, and especially if we think about Han later, even just in Return of the Jedi or as an older individual, when he's older, he's not really like that. So I guess I don't think of him that way. But I do think that's a good argument. Still sexy.
All right, very good. Excellent. A lot of hot dudes we talked about today.
It's like Keanu Reeves is in the thumbnail, baby.
Oh, okay. Very good. Excellent. All right, that's our topic. We talked about the top hottest dudes in science fiction.
More hot dudes. More hot dudes.
Oh, my.
Top 5. Keep it going.
Next week we'll do top 3 hottest females sci-fi, right?
It's funny. I don't know. It's funny because that was my first thing, and I was like, it's kind of a little creepy, right? If you just have like dudes talking about, but then the other way around, it's not as creepy, right? Maybe.
You're probably right. You're probably right about that.
All right, so that's our topic. So we're going to move on to trivia now. Acid, you have the trivia?
I do. I have it ready, and we are ready to go.
All right.
I even have music ready to go. We're going to have some Skyrim, Elder Scrolls Skyrim music going on in the background when we do trivia. I know you guys can't hear it, but I can. And so can our viewers, all 0 of them. So,
excellent.
Yeah.
Whenever I start talking about my hots for Chris Hemsworth, that's when we lost.
People just ran when you started talking about that. Okay, so let me see here. So the first question I'm going to go with. Okay, so this is how it'll work. I'm going to give you a topic. I'm going to say, hey, how many of blank can you name? Give you a minute or so to think about that. We'll say, okay, who can name 2? Put your hand up. Who can name 3? So on and so forth. Whoever can name the most, prove it is basically what it is. If you can prove it and you get all those correct, you win the round. And we got 3 rounds. So the first round is how many films with a scene at a high school prom can you name? Films where there is a scene of a high school prom. Think about it. I've got a couple on the top of my head.
This is any genre, right?
Yes, any film. Any film to which there is a high school prom.
Does it count if it's not... Does it count if it's just a dance? Does it be specifically a prom? Because I'm not sure if some of the films I have in my mind might be a prom or if they're just like a winter formal or something. So...
you know what? We can go with that. I will accept dances.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will accept dances of any kind. The cheesy, like, oh, it's the starlight under the moonlight dance, or whatever. You know how it was.
This movie, I cannot think of the name of the movie. It's driving me crazy.
If you need help, I can give you one for sure that if everyone does not get this one, you're immediately disowned. Immediately disowned. All right. Think about it. Give you about 20 more seconds, and then we'll start numbering things. Okay. So who can name... We'll start low. Who can name at least 2 films?
I can.
That have that. Okay, well, we'll double that. Who can name 4?
Yep.
Okay, who can name 6?
Yep.
Oh, Anthony dropped out. All right, 7.
That's also where I stopped.
Oh, we stopped at 6. Okay. Mychal, go ahead and name your 6. And
Okay.
then we'll go to Kayleigh and see what she's got. So go for it.
So I have Jennifer's Body, Prom, Carrie, Grease, which I'm not sure if it's the prom or not, but we talked about that.
Close enough, yeah.
A Disney movie called Wish Upon a Star, and then Prom Night. So a lot of horror, weirdly.
Okay, you did not get the one that I was thinking of. So if Kaylee can name her 6, and one of these is the one that I was thinking of that everyone should know, by the way. And you will kick yourself when I tell you.
If she doesn't, can we try to guess it?
Sure. All right, Kaylee, what do you got? Go for your 6.
All right. Pretty in Pink.
Okay.
I think. Sky High. Classic.
Okay.
16 Candles.
Okay.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Okay.
The Princess Diaries. And High School Musical.
Do they go to prom in High School Musical?
I don't know if they go to a prom, but at the beginning they do that little
wouldn't
dance.
shock me. But
you know
no
when they
one.
do the
Okay.
dance and
Here,
the
hold on.
karaoke?
Let me. Maybe I got. Right?
Anthony might. You know what? If you have the one that I am thinking of, and you have not named it yet, Anthony, if it's one of yours, you win the round. Go ahead.
All right, so I'll split Pretty in Pink. Not another teen movie, obviously. Spider-Man: Homecoming. Back to the Future, right?
Back to the Future. That
I
was
also
it.
said 10 Things I Hate About You, and then Napoleon Dynamite. Was it Back to the Future?
It was Back to the Future. Yep, that was the one I was thinking of. That everyone, come on, everybody's got to know that one.
I've never even seen it. I'll admit it. I'll admit it.
Oh, man.
Greatest scene of any movie.
I think that's why I was confused. I was focusing too much on proms. I was really trying to get specifically proms tonight.
Yep.
Because I guess it is a prom. I just remember it's under the water or something. So that's why
the Under the Sea dance.
Yes.
Yeah, the Under the Sea. Or Enchanted. Was it Enchanted Under the Sea dance?
Enchantment Under the Sea.
Enchantment Under the Sea dance. Yeah. So Anthony takes the round. Oh my gosh.
With
Anthony,
with
a lucky guess. Now I have this next. This one's is specifically for Anthony. If Anthony does not win this round, he is no longer the host of this show. Okay.
If he loses, then we get 2 points, Kaylee and I. That's how
Yeah, you can. You will catch up if if Anthony does not get this. So put your sports hats on.
Ooh, okay.
All right, here we go.
If it's like baseball, I don't know anything about baseball.
Just hear me out.
Okay.
And before I ask this question, you may not add years to the end of these.
Okay.
Okay. How many games can you name with a football theme?
How many games with a football theme?
So, like, you're talking about, like, board games or something, or?
Video games.
Oh, video games. Okay.
Video games with a football theme. I can think of several right now.
Oh, no.
And I don't even play them anymore. Anthony writing away.
In football, can we count the different types of football?
I was.
You know what?
FIFA.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Right. Okay, great. Thank you.
Yes, you can. No sequels. No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. I'm too gay for this. I don't know very many.
You might have more than you think.
I definitely know 2.
Yeah,
there we
my
are.
things are probably the same as me, so I only know 2.
Okay, give you another couple of seconds. All right. We're going to start with Kaylee. We're not going to ask numbers here. We're going to start with Kaylee. Let's see what you have.
Sure.
As far as numbers go, what do you got?
Madden and FIFA.
Correct.
That's right. And then, is there not a game called like Pro Bowl or something?
Correct. That is a game. There is a Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl? Really?
Oh, wow.
There is a game called Pro Bowl. Yes.
Okay. All right. 3.
Good.
All right, Mychal. What do you got?
I also just have FIFA and Madden.
Okay.
Because I was too busy playing Sims to play sports games. So.
I purchased The Sims 4 2 days ago.
Yeah.
The collector's edition for $6 on Steam. It was amazing.
A wise choice.
It's I've been kind of strangely addicted to it. It's been fun.
I mean, I guess you could play football and Sims. Can we?
No.
Aw.
Strictly. All right, Anthony. Can you name more than 3? Here we go.
Madden,
Correct.
NFL 2K, NFL Blitz, NFL Street, Quarterback Club, Techno Bowl, FIFA, because that's allowed. And then I believe there's a coach simulator.
There are coach
There
simulators.
is.
There's a football simulator, soccer-wise. There's also a football simulator, coach-wise, for American football as well.
Oh,
And I've also
Rocket League.
accepted Blood Bowl. Rocket League would have been also acceptable.
Oh, Backbreakers is another one.
I've never heard of that one. I hadn't gotten that far. But Anthony, you win the round on that one. Congratulations. We have one more, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I had another thought.
Oh.
Okay, what do you got?
If it's just games, did you specify video games?
I did.
Oh, you did.
Video games.
I was gonna say foosball, but never mind.
Foosball.
What about that football game back in like early 90s where you put the football players on the little thing and it just vibrates and your
Oh
players-
gosh, I had one of those.
Remember that?
Yeah, I had one of those. Those were
I was
terrible.
thinking of the paper one where you hold your hands like this and you have to hit it.
I have that too, and I have a professional one. Like there's a board and everything. Like it's really cool. Okay. The winner take all on this one, because let's just be honest, the question that I'm going to ask, you should at least have 5 each.
Ooh.
Easy.
Oh,
Easy.
pressure.
How many films can you name in which Bill Murray appears?
Oh.
How many films can you name in which Bill Murray decides to just show up, whether it be star of the film,
God,
cameo,
what are these
doesn't
names
even
of these
matter.
movies?
If Bill Murray's in it, I want to hear about it. I'm actually going to bring up the list here because I'm curious to see how many there were.
What the heck is the name of this movie?
He's got a lot of weird name movies.
All right, let's see. Good old Bill Murray. Oh my gosh. There are 94, by the way.
Oh no.
So you could probably just throw out some words and they'd probably be right. He has been in 94 movies. That is incredible.
I cannot think of any of this. All his new movies, like what all the weird name ones.
Those are the ones I can remember.
Oh, of course. All I can think of is his 80s ones.
There's plenty of those too. Very first thing he was in 1973.
Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna have for now.
Bonus points if you can tell me what year he was first on Saturday Night Live.
I'm just gonna write a year.
His very first year. Not hosting or anything, just on Saturday Night Live.
I also just wrote a year.
All right.
Did you say specifically movies, by the way?
Yes, all films. These are all films.
Got it. Okay, I'm gonna take off SNL.
Yeah, take off SNL.
Rats.
But if you can tell me the first year he was on SNL, you get bonus points.
Ugh.
Okay. We're going to start with Anthony this time. Anthony, how many you got? I mean, can you name?
7, but there should be way more.
Oh, there's way more. There's 94. I'm looking at them.
I also have.
Michael, how many do you have?
I have 9.
You have 9. Okay.
Yes.
Kayleigh, how many do you have?
7.
Okay.
Ooh, this could be mine.
Let's hear Anthony's 7 first. I'm curious to know What 7 he has? All right, go.
Caddyshack, Groundhog's Day, Stripes, Garfield, Ghostbusters, Scrooge, and Zombieland.
Correct. All of those are correct. All right, Kayleigh, what do you have?
This is embarrassing. There were so many I should have thought of. Okay, the only thing I could think of, the only thing in my brain is the Wes Anderson thing, how he's always working with him. So I've just written a bunch of Wes Anderson movies, and you can tell me if I'm right. Okay. I know for a fact he's in Moonrise Kingdom.
Okay.
He's definitely in The Life Aquatic as well.
Yep.
I believe. Okay.
Yes.
He is.
Okay. These are a guess. Is he in the Grand Budapest Hotel?
No. Well,
Okay.
ooh, I don't think so.
Not even as a cameo. I didn't think he was, but okay.
I don't see it on here. Oh, yes, he is. He is.
Oh, he is. Okay.
yes.
He is. Correct. I see it. There it
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Oh yeah, he's in that. He's the
Okay.
horse badger. Yeah.
And then the Royal Tenenbaums.
Oh.
I'm looking. Sorry, I have to scroll through 94 of these. I don't
I
see
feel like
it.
he's in that, but I don't
Say that
know.
again?
Royal Tenenbaums.
How long ago was that, do you think?
Um,
Oh, yes. There it is. I see it. Yep, he's in
It
it.
is, okay.
Yep.
Oh, so he's been like all of these. Okay, this one is really a guess. I know somebody weird is in What About Bob, but I wasn't sure if it was Bill Murray or not.
'90s-ish?
Yeah.
I don't see that in the 90s section. Oh, wait. There it is. Yep,
Oh,
you're right.
it is
That
him.
correct. There it is. What about Bob? Yep.
Wow. All right. So 7 for me.
Rushmore was the
Wow.
movie that I was trying to think of.
Rushmore.
I knew he was in more like
Wow.
Wes Anderson films, but I only wrote down The Life Aquatic because I knew
That's
for sure he
He's
was in
also
that.
in that weird one
Okay,
with
Mychal.
Scarlett Johansson. What's that one
Oh,
called?
Lost in Translation. That's one of mine.
Oh, I
Yeah.
hate that movie.
All right,
Yeah.
Michael, let's hear the 9 that you have
Okay,
listed.
I'm not sure if you want to count these as. I mean, they are 2 separate films, but I put Ghostbusters, Ghostbusters 2, Lost.
I'm not going to count sequels.
Fine, that's
Ghostbusters.
8.
I will accept Ghostbusters.
Then I'll have 8 then.
Okay.
I have Lost in Translation, Groundhog's Day, Scrooge,
Okay.
Caddyshack, Life Aquatic,
Yep.
Zombieland, and then Tootsie.
Oh, very nice. 1982, Bill Murray. Okay.
That's a deep cut.
Nice. Okay.
Very good.
All right. Well, okay,
Well,
now
what
for
was
bonus
the SNL year? Yeah.
for bonus points, Anthony, what was the first year Bill Murray appeared on SNL?
This is gonna be a random guess. So SNL came out in the 70s, right?
Correct.
And Bill Murray came on. I want to say he was early on. So it was Chevy Chase. He kind of replaced Chevy Chase, right? Chevy Chase was the star, and then Bill Murray came on and kind of replaced him.
Okay.
So
I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to take
go
your word
with,
for that.
I'm gonna go with 1981.
Okay. Kayleigh, what's your guess?
1984.
And Michael.
So I originally was gonna guess 1965 because I'm young and dumb, but I changed it to 1978 since that's when SNL was actually on. Apparently,
I'm going to give it to Michael. She was the closest. It was 1975.
I almost said
He was
75
on
too.
SNL in 1975 with Howard Cosell, I guess is how you say that. And he was in 8 skits or whatever during that run. So yeah. The very first thing he was in a short film called The Hat Act in 1973. So I just find this kind of stuff interesting, you know. Some of the stuff that may not have gotten said. Excuse me. Let's see. Isle of Dogs. He was the voice of the boss.
Another Wes Anderson flick. We should have known.
We said Ghostbusters. He was also in 2016 Ghostbusters. Jungle Book. He was the voice of Baloo. Believe it or not, in 2016. Yep. Of course, that was a television series. Hang on. St. Vincent. Back in 2014. And then another, of course, everybody got zombie. I think everybody got Zombieland, though, right?
Not
No?
me.
You didn't get
I've seen
Zombieland?
it, but
Well, did he do? He didn't do the other one, did he? Wasn't there like a Zombieland 2? Or
Yeah,
like
but he died in
Return
the
to
first
Zombieland?
one, so I don't think he came
Oh,
back.
come on. That doesn't matter.
True.
That doesn't matter in Zombieland. But yeah, Charlie's Angels. He was the
yeah.
voice of Bosley as well.
Yeah, Lucy Liu hit him on set because he was a dick to her. Sorry, I don't know if I could curse or not, but he was rude
Yeah, go
to
ahead.
Lucy Liu.
Do what you got to do. But yeah, so yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Very good.
Well
That's
done,
our
guys.
show for today.
Michael wins that one. Michael wins trivia.
Michael
I
wins-
finally won a trivia.
Michael
I'm
wins
so happy.
trivia. And wins Anthony's shirt. Believe it or not.
What?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and take it off
Video
The
game?
dig dug.
and show us those pecs, baby.
All right. Everybody calm down with my pecs. I'm good. All right, so that's our show for today. Talking about hot dudes, right?
Hot dudes.
Of course, you can always listen to our show on Spotify. We have all our shows on Spotify. You listen to us on podcast form. You can also watch us on YouTube. Subscribe, like, all that fun stuff. Thank you, Kaylee, for being on the show.
Thank
you,
you.
Mychal, for being on the show. And of course, Acid, my partner.
You're welcome, buddy.
Partner in the show.
I guess Jeremy just quit the show. I guess he doesn't like me or something.
He'll
I
be
don't
back, and he'll be very angry that we did this topic.
know. I don't know.
That's
You're
our
right.
show. Goodbye, everybody.